sheet metal division, coping cap outside corner. Always remember to begin on the face of the metal, making a 1-inch lap for your bend. Proceed to the top of your coping cap with a 45-degree angle, going back to the inside of the coping cap using your speed square. Remember to have a 1-inch lap on the top as well as your face and on the inside of your coping cap. Now we have moved to the inside of the coping cap, starting from the finish line and then going to our 1-inch lap. Remember to always start from the face of the coping cap, cutting a 45 miter on your drip edge, and then a crow's foot on your lap. Proceed with another crow's foot on the top. From here you can move to the top of your coping cap and start removing the excess metal, only leaving the 1-inch lap on the top. The reason why we leave a 1-inch lap on our coping cap at first is so that when we lay over the second piece over the finish line, which is the first line that we drew, it allows us to have an area to caulk and pop rivet the miters together. Now we're proceeding down to the inside of the coping cap. I've cut that little corner just to allow me to have a good clean cut straight down the lap line. That way I can remove the excess metal. It's a lot easier to play with. Once I take that out of the way, I can cut my crow's foot, 45-degree angle, and it just makes it easier to handle. Once removed, you can go back and start removing the crow's foot and the 45-degree angle so that you have a good clean line. Like I said, it makes it a lot easier to remove the excess metal just to play around. Use the hand tongs to bend up the metal just so you can have your snips inside to where you can really make a good clean cut and not jagged. Proceeding with the crow's foot, removing the bottom lip. As you see, I have my lap there on the top and on the inside and on the outside. Here we're removing the last crow's foot. I probably shaved off a little bit just to make it a little bit tighter. Here I have a 1-inch lap on the face, on the top, and on the back. Now I might cut off a little bit on the laps because I want to get my hand tongs in there and bend it at a 90-degree angle. For my inside, I'm going to bring it up towards the inside. On the outside, I'm going to fold it inside of the coping cap so that the next piece has a 90-degree angle. Here we are. This is our first piece with a lap 1 inch. Tabs are turned. We're going to proceed and make our second piece of our coping cap. I begin by making marks for my coping cap on the second piece. Typically do the face, the top, and then I do the back. Again, you want to leave a little bit of space for your 45-degree angle on the very bottom where the trip edge is, and then proceed making your marks. Always remember your speed square has a flat level edge. As long as you keep that along your metal, it'll keep it nice clean 45. Here I'm moving back down. I'm using that edge to hold it level with the metal to make a straight line all the way down the back of the inside of the coping cap. Here we are going to make our crow's foot on the drip edge. Always remember to use your snips in such a way that it removes the metal that you want to get rid of and you don't mess with the finished metal. So as you see, I'm pulling up with the metal and I'm using the snips to push away the one I want to get rid of. Basically, not touching the finished metal. Here you see I'm using the red snips and I realized it wasn't going to cut, so I had to switch snips to green. Again, demonstrating that I need to use the snips to remove the excess metal, allowing me to have a clean, smooth edge on my finished metal. Using my other hand to pull up the metal as I cut, following my line. Here I'm just kind of making me a release point so that I can bend that last little piece. I'm going to use the snips to pull it up a little bit, and I'm going to continue cutting down my finish line. Now I've gotten to the inside of the drip edge where I need to make another 45. And because this is the inside corner, we're going to 45 from the mass of the coping cap back into my finish line. Always remember your outside corner has a 45 going out, and on the inside it always 45s in. You see that? Once everything has been completed, what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to have my installed piece already on the wall, and I'm going to take my second piece and have it lay on top of my 1 inch laps. This is so you can have caulking there to waterproof it, and you pop rivet the two pieces together. As you can see, I'm kind of dry fitting it as a 90-degree angle, and that's what you would caulk and pop rivet together. This concludes coping cap outside corner.